a happy, happy holiday, and many, many more.
Ocala's information station, 1370 WOCA. Ocala.
All right, 5 minutes after 11 o'clock. Thank you for tuning in this Tuesday morning. The temperature here at the studios is 71 degrees. Not bad. Yeah. This is why you moved to Florida. This week, this is the Florida week. If you have relatives that came down last week when we were colder than normal, just tell them to erase that from their memory. This is the week we want them to remember. It is beautiful. Have you ever, you've landed in Tampa, right?
Yes.
And you've landed in Orlando?
Yep.
When your airplane is getting close to the ground and you look at the neighborhoods that you're flying over, you see a lot of swimming pools in Florida, right?
Yeah.
A lot of swimming pools. A lot of swimming pools. A lot of people move down here, and that's their dream. Their dream is to get the house, get the swimming pool, and life goes on beautifully after that point, right?
That's right. And have a palm tree.
We are going to learn that while that is a beautiful thing to have, you also need to be very careful because there are some risks associated with having a swimming pool. You probably don't need us to tell you that. However, you might not know what you can do to protect yourself, maybe some children, maybe even a pet, who knows, from falling into the pool accidentally. Mike Espino is on the phone. He is the aquatic safety and risk specialist at the YMCA of the USA and the past aquatic safety and risk specialist for 16 years at the American Red Cross. And he's going to talk to us about something called the Pool Safely Pledge. And I had a hard time with that one. I thought it was the pool safety. But the word pool in this case is being used as a verb, I guess. Mike Espino. Good morning, Mike.
Good morning, Larry. How you doing?
Pretty good. Where are you?
I'm out here in California.
Are you? Oh, you're in Southern California?
I am.
Well, thank you for getting up early to be with us. And I've been out there myself, and there's a lot of swimming pools out in your area as well.
There is. And an interesting statistic, according to the CDC, that there are over 10.4 million residential swimming pools in the United States, just to let you know.
Isn't that amazing? One of the saddest stories, because I do the news here, and I hate these stories, but it's when you find out about a child that died. They've seen floating in the pool or floating or on the bottom of the pool. It's just so horrible. Is that the biggest? That's got to be the biggest safety issue, right? Is preventing children from accidentally getting into the pool?
Yes, and unfortunately, drowning does remain the leading cause of accidental death in the United States for children between the ages of 1 and 4. And when you look at children from ages 1 to 14, it's the second leading cause of accidental death. And most of these incidents do happen at the home, and sadly, all of these tragedies are preventable.
So what is the pledge, and how does the pledge make a difference?
Well, the pledge is designed to help save lives and to help kids enjoy their time in the water. And the Pool Safely campaign did launch this pledge this year, and they highly encourage, the Consumer Product Safety Commission highly encourages that parents and children take the pledge because it's a commitment for both the children and the adults to take simple steps to stay safe in the water all year long. So, and we like to think that, sometimes we think that prevention is a summer season issue. It is a year-round issue.
Well, and
pledge.
Well, I was just going to say, in Florida and in Southern California, where the temperatures are warmer, that almost seems like a no-brainer. But I'm guessing some of the pools up north that are not being used are probably just as much of a hazard, even though nobody's using them. Am I right?
Well, and not only that, they can be hazards, especially if they're not winterized appropriately. But you also have many facilities that are indoors. And like with the Ys, we are able to provide swim lessons all year round.
Oh, that's right, yeah.
Many of our Ys are indoors.
Hotel pools also, they have pools on the inside.
I love hotel pools.
Well, yes, and you'll be amazed how many of them have these water park features with slides and everything else.
Sometimes I think parents themselves become complacent because even though their children know how to swim, if they're young children or in their teens, the parents will not sit outside by the pool with the children and supervise. And then you've got neighborhood kids that come in, and then the parents don't even make themselves aware that the friends are there swimming, and maybe they don't know how to swim.
Exactly. And that's where if parents, through the education of the Pool Safely campaign, along with the YMCA, we've been really educating that parents do not leave their child unattended in a pool or spa, and always watch their children closely around all bodies of water. And also, what we also like to recommend is that they designate a water watcher if they're not able to supervise their children in the pool or spa. And this is where you just mentioned, Robin, is that sometimes there's distractions. And so this water watcher or adult that's supervising should not be reading, texting, or even just go away from the pool for a minute just to answer the phone.
Absolutely.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That can lead to a situation.
And that's one of the things that drives us nuts. Also, we hear, I only went away for a minute.
Yeah.
You think it's a minute. It might have been more than a minute. When you're on the phone, you lose track of time.
That's right.
Whatever. So what is this?
Exactly.
Can I ask about when you see videos like online of a baby being taught how to swim? I'm guessing as a swimming instructor, you've seen this, and is every baby able to swim and be taught?
Well, when you have children in the water that young, what you're trying to do is trying to get them comfortable in the water and acclimated in the water. And the best way for a child to learn is through swimming lessons. And usually most swimming lessons start early on, and that is probably the best way to learn to swim is as early as possible.
And now we're also, since we live in Florida, it's heavy with open water and things. And when people go out on boats, they sometimes scoff at wearing life preservers, but we have news reports where adults have drowned because they won't wear the life preservers, but they don't know how to swim as well.
Exactly, and adults should be setting an example for their children by wearing their life jackets when in a boat and on the water. So that way, that they serve as a role model for their children. Another thing to talk about also with life jackets is that if your child does not know how to swim when you're in the water, we recommend that they do wear a life jacket and the parent be within arm's reach.
Yeah, perfect.
We have so many beautiful swimming places around here, and you're right. I mean, it really is all year long. Maybe there's a day or two. You know what happens around here? You probably get the same thing. You get the people who are used to the cold temperatures, and when it's 70 degrees here, and we're saying, "No way, I'm not swimming." They're swimming.
Yeah.
Right. So what the pledge?
Well, especially when you have wide access to water in Florida. I mean, between the residential pools, apartment condos, lakes, ponds, canals, resort pools. I mean, even the ocean. You've got a lot in Florida.
Yeah, it's wonderful actually, but at the same time we have to be careful. So let's get to the websites and the other information so that the listeners can maybe learn the pledge. Can we download the pledge and apply it to our own lives?
Yes. What I recommend is that parents and children go to poolsafely.gov/pledge, and there they can learn some of the safety tips that we just talked about now. And it only takes a minute to make sure that their family is safer this year by pledging to the pool safely. And it just does take a minute. It's easy to get to, and also you'll be gaining a lot of information and knowledge from the site.
Okay. Poolsafely.gov, and what was this after the slash?
/pledge.
Pledge, okay. Let me look at it.
And people shouldn't be embarrassed to take swimming lessons even if they are adults, because that can save their life, and the Y gives lessons like that.
Oh, there's a kid's pledge and an adult pledge.
Exactly. You know, if you can learn how to swim and teach your child how to swim, but also how to learn CPR and be able to perform it on both adults and children is very helpful.
Thank you for what you're doing. I think you will save lives, and you'll never know about it. Somebody will take to heart what you're saying and apply it, and you'll never know that a life has been saved. Nobody will know. It's just one of those things that'll happen. So thank you for doing what you're doing, Mike.
Thank you.
And thank you for being on the show with us. Call us if you need the website repeated. We'll take a little break and be right back.
The weather is brought to you by myfwc.com. Safe boating is no accident. For today, clouds and some sunshine with a brief shower or two around, the high between 75 and 79. Tonight, partly cloudy skies. There can be a shower along the coast during the evening hours, low 58 in a few inland spots, 66 along the coast. More sun than clouds tomorrow, but again, there can be a shower or two right at the coast, the high 76 to 80. And on Thursday, sunny to partly cloudy, high 76 to 80. From the Florida Weather Center, I'm meteorologist Joe Lundberg.
Howdy, folks. Did you know you can sell your mobile home today for fast cash? That's right. You can sell your mobile home today for fast cash. Just call 1-844-BUY-MY-MH today for a cash offer on your mobile home. That's 1-844-BUY-MY-MH today for a cash offer on your mobile home. You can also visit our Fancy Pants website at www.mobilehomecashout.com. That's www.mobilehomecashout.com. We buy ugly mobile homes and the pretty ones.
Your weekends are getting a little retool.
Swear to God, not making a joke.
Check this out. New shows?